our fans out there, welcome to the Two Faces of Music. I am your host, Daddy English. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. On our program today, we have none other than Mark of Blingers. Blingers, how are you, man?
Go on.
You ever call the Blingers, sir?
Yeah, man.
Because of that, the whole you know that.
Always Blingers.
You understand?
Mark Blingers, yeah.
Yes, Mark Blingers, man.
Same so.
Yes, man. Good to have you in studio.
Thank you, sir.
So, how's things been?
Things are alright, you know. There's
Yeah.
a pandemic and, you know, things did kind of a little slow. But things
Yeah.
are pick up now.
Yeah.
It's not, it didn't affect that much
Yeah.
like how other countries got affected.
Okay.
Jamaica still never get that kind of hit.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're alright still.
Alright, good. So, our fans out here, can you please tell everyone that is tuning in at this moment, who is Mark? Where is Mark from? You know, and give them a little rundown and how you get started in the business.
Yeah, man. I mean, well, most people know me as Blingers, Mark Blingers, and you know, Ochi not really big. You know, say Ochi a small place, and it's known to most of the people, and them know say me the owner for Blingers. When we started at Evelyn Street, but my first business was Jewelry Junction. Then we moved on to Blingers, and then we started one in Brownstone. Then we have one in Claremont, one in Linstead, and we have the new one right now, bigger location at 76 Main Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's almost Blingers location at the moment. Four. And you mentioned Jewelry Junction.
Yeah, Jewelry Junction is a part of my business.
Is that part of your business?
Yes.
Where's Jewelry Junction?
Jewelry Junction right across from the new Blingers, that is on Beecham Plaza,
Is that Beecham
76.
Plaza?
Yes.
Yes.
And the other Blingers is right across from Beecham Plaza.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
So there's no other Jewelry Junction apart from that one?
No.
Okay.
That's when we started, then we move on to Blingers. Now we are the agent for Western England. That's on police station road, Blingers upstairs.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Yes.
We have that.
What year did all this started?
2004 we started. 2005 officially, but 2004 is when I started to work on the store actually.
That's
Jewelry
Jewelry
Junction. That's the first store.
Mhm.
And then we move on after 3 years. We go to the one at the police station of Blingers. Yeah. And then we move on to Brownstone, which I gave to my virgin now, Imalani. It's not under Blingers, but his own. And then we have Claremont only in Blingers. Then Blingers Linstead, and then the new one, so Blingers Valley Center we call it.
Which one of your stores would you say is the most booming?
Ochi store.
Ochi, definitely.
Definitely.
Well, we feel good about that because I'm from Ochi.
Yeah.
So we really feel good to yourself
Yeah.
at Ochi. Because we support your store.
Thank you.
Me come there, me buy, me fan, buy this, buy that. You know what I think?
Yeah. The thing is, the Ochi store is more as a community-based store because people know me and we get to know all the people and stuff. So you know them kind of respect and ratings are different levels than other store because people in Linstead don't really know me that much.
Okay.
You know, even Claremont, yeah, you pick up in Claremont too and stuff. Because we do things at Claremont too. But Ochi overall is my kind of town, you know,
Yes.
because there's been there for too long now.
So because your presence, you know, there is a store there.
Much
you know,
as,
say that,
yes.
Yeah, you wouldn't say that.
Even with these two stores now, if I am in this store, a lot of people say, where's Mark? If I'm not at the other store, they walk from this store and see me and talk to me, you know? I said, but we can't everywhere.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's good. It's good to know that, you know, sometimes people support.
Gravitate towards
Gravitate
that.
and support us.
Yeah,
You know, it's good. We consider it a blessing, you know?
Yes. Tell me something. Alright, so I'm going to put it to you in two different ways. I want you to tell us, culture-wise, how different is Jamaican culture to your culture?
Our culture base is far different from all cultures in the world. Something similar to our culture, to Indian culture, I should say, is Spanish.
Okay.
They are more family-oriented people. Family is everything to them, number one, first. At least when I used to be there, I'm here for like 24 years now.
What?
Yeah, so it's a different thing now. When I go in there right now, I'm not really like India again. It's the truth because the culture has changed a lot, and nowadays it's more like they might try to follow the same Western culture.
Oh.
So it is changing, but I used to be, it's a different thing. It's more family oriented. Family is everything. Them kind of way. But you see, Jamaica is somewhat like that. In some places, you can you can bum rush everybody and say, oh, I saw this culture, I saw that culture. But eventually, if you see, it could be better. Things could be better if people take up more responsibility.
Yes. Yes.
And there are lack of responsibilities in this culture. That's what it is.
That's honesty.
Yeah, it is honestly because I'm experiencing it.
Yes, yes.
We see this. It's not like me make up a story. We see it and we experience. We live here for a long period of time. So I'm supposed to experience this to speak. We can't just get up and speak about it. So we realize and see what's happening, and we see what kids are reaching and what is reaching to our kids, and our father them stay, and the whole world. So that's what I mean. The responsibility is the lacking of responsibility. You have to be responsible first in your house. Then you can't blame the culture. The culture automatically falls in with you. So,
And it's not like you're not saying it doesn't happen across the world, but because you're based in Jamaica,
yes,
you're talking about what is here.
Yes,
right.
But even across the world, you want to see everywhere this still. If you see, if you go US, I don't see much of these things over there. Even though I don't go for a long period of time. If you go to Spanish, I have a lot of Spanish suppliers and friends, and when you see them, they're very family oriented. If you see father only, the son them come in, come and help out, the daughter come in, come and do this, and if you see they take over and them loving and they not let go nobody. They not make the other person look smaller. None of them someday. But even if you see Jamaican businesses, if you see the father will be driving big car and thing, and then the daughter will take taxi. I mean, yes, they might try if you grow the child in certain way, yes, but if you don't give them a push and show them what is life and business, they can't learn. So it's they're kind of lack of responsibility. They can get better, but everybody has to take up their responsibility, and then everything will be alright.
Well, just to make it clear to everybody, means a family oriented man as well.
Yes, man.
Yes.
So if you go,
yes.
and you don't do that, it affects a lot in future for a lot of people, including us. Because if it's a lot of people over there now, when they get old and they don't have nobody around them, it's because of this. Because that's how they deal with things from earlier stage,
Yes.
So if you teach them the right thing, everything will fall in the right place.
Yes.
Yeah.
For most of it.
Yes, sir. Culture based, that's mostly like it. But even India is changing now. All over the world, everything has changed now. The kids them now mind them parents, and they might go up on their own, and they might get too busy in their business world and lifestyle, and everything is changing all over the world. So we can't say they're so good and you're so bad, and you're so good and you're so bad. They're everywhere.
It's impacted all over.
All over the world. Things are changing.
So in terms of music culture, what is like the difference, your music culture from our music culture?
You see, when it comes to music, India's mostly, in India there's a lot of different music. It's like reggae and dancehall. In India there's a lot of they call Carnatic music, and there's a lot of music, classical music and everything. And they are mostly, they sing mostly soul, like it's more of life, family, love, that kind of music. But when it comes to Jamaican dancehall, say gun thing and quote unquote we have to talk about girl thing and this and that.
Yes.
And, it's kind of different way still. But in the thing is in Jamaica, in India, it's been controlled by what do you call it again? A certain committee. We call censor committee.
Censor committee.
Yeah, it don't matter who you be or what you want to sing. If they don't approve it, it can't go on the radio. It can't go on the road. So you can't sing anything and feel like say, oh, he's an artist and he can't sing whatever.
Okay. So music and the street man has done this.
Straight. You can't sing certain things, But in Jamaica, they lack of that. To me.
So would you say that impact Jamaica in a very negative way?
It can, and we all see that it is, because you see a lot of, if you see, alright, a lot of artists, if you see they get in a lot of problems nowadays. And we all know that sometimes it's what they sing makes a big deal. Because let me tell you, you see, it's you represent the country. You understand? As simple as look, we live in a tourist side. And if a regular man on the road rob a tourist, when he go to a courthouse, judge not take it easy on him. Because it affects the country. Because people from outside come here enjoy and they expect better things will happen from where they come from. And when they come here, so can see something like that, the judge now will take it easy on him. Same way, like if you see big athlete like Usain Bolt and anything, him represent the country. So him bring up the country because of him. So it's the same thing with the DJ. It's what him sing go up on the road. And it does make an impact because just like India, if you see the big singer, them praise them and then come in like say them is a part of their life. And the regular man, because when they listen to his music, if they're sad, they may get happy. If they're happy, they enjoy it. And then they made it so it kind of get involved with people's life. So as an artist, sometimes you have to know and sing the right thing, you know?
Sing the right message.
Sensible and right thing, and plus it shows who you are, it represents who you are. You know, but you see, nowadays what happens that if he sings something, I have to sing something better than him. But if he sings a negative way, I mean same man I take it to a different level, more negative.
more negative.
More negative in life because me just feel like me have to be better than him. But end of the day, me not see say, oh no, let me show my talent and sing what I want to sing. You know, follow him, let me do my thing. You know, that kind of. So when they have mentality like everybody's going to follow same thing, same trend.
And then the younger folks now, them take it to a different level, even though it is words being spoken in a lyrical manner. Them take it now where you know them literally do things that are being said.
That are being said, plus if they have a certain talent and if they want to put out what they want, put out a message, the bigger heads try to show them, say, listen, that's enough, man. You know, so when it come in like, say, them have to follow up with the bigger heads and they have to compete and be on the same track with them. If they're not on the same track, even if they have the talent, they can't show the talent outside. Because the bigger heads will keep them on a levels where they can go up and show what they're really talented with, or what they want to sing, or what they want to put out. You know, that is what we see.
But overall, you love the Jamaican music, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, Jamaican music, I don't listen to Indian much because I don't have or to be honest, I don't have a citizenship. Lose my citizenship long time. And I'm 20 for more than half of my life, me live here. So, you know, and me used to love the 90s dancehall and stuff like that because that's the time I come in and me see say, wow, I saw dancehall thing go. It's a different thing when you go party and thing and you look on things. It's just different. But nowadays when you go, it's like you don't feel that kind of vibes like one time, you know? It's more of, they don't enjoy the party like how they used to enjoy one time. Now the parties are more of who can show who's bigger than who, or what me can buy and me watch film table and me see say him have more liquor and me have to buy more liquor. I don't know where the money I come from, you know, but me still you know, them have to show say. So you not really go for have fun and really show I mean, you not go for yourself, you go for people. So you know, you can see set up a lot of fakeness around you. So the negative energy will make you feel away, say, no, yeah, but can I, you know, really have fun here, so you know, you just feel like because I used to go all big party. You know, when you call go pasa and all them something. Yeah man, downtown man, used to go there, you know, and things like that. Them time it's different. It's really nice, you know. Even though you don't know much about the culture, them time there, you know, seasoning of the culture like one time, you know, now it is different. But nowadays it has changed a lot, you know, it changed a lot much.
So would Mark say have a few dance moves?
Dance moves, me could have say it yes, but not now, you know.
Yeah,
one time we could have do it.
You could have do a few elephant man then dance.
Yeah man, you can, and guess what the thing now? You see, it's not about dance move. Nowadays, anything you are doing is turned into a dance. Because it's like it's if somebody can boss something, a dance, it turns into a dance, you know. You get me? It is fun. That is Jamaica. That is the thing, reality about us, you know. Because we not wash no face and we just get up and do it. Yeah. And it's like a fun, we laugh it out and we just do it. You know, it's not like you have to create something. You understand? So, you know, it's different. But even if you see that time the dancer, we see the Mogul and all them people when they come in and show the dance and how for them dance thing go and everything is different from now. We don't really see much dance moves again like one time. One time the white people them come and follow up and stand up and do what they have to show how the thing go, the road, the boat and
Just like
this and that
dancing
and,
class.
you know,
Yeah.
different thing. Yeah, but now it's different, you know. Yeah.
So who's your favorite reggae artist?
Reggae artists, Chronic used to be.
Chronic. Even though Chronic, you just say is still fresh in the
Yeah.
minds of
Yeah.
ones and ones. You just say Chronic are your favorite reggae
My
artist.
favorite reggae artist. Yeah.
Who's your favorite dancehall artist?
Dancehall artists, honestly, it should be Vibes Cartel.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gaza.
Gaza.
What you say?
Gaza. We couldn't say Gaza. We don't want to say Gaza. Gaza is a good place, you know. So Gaza, Gaza.
I don't know.
But I could say Vibes Cartel used to be really good.
Yes, yes,
You know?
yes, yes.
And you know, things already.
Yeah.
When that them
It's a
time-
good, you know, it's really a top that
man, that a different league then, man.
Yeah.
When he used to come in, then I used to have every tune and you know, and not to mention Sizzler too. You know, I used to have all that children for Sizzler, and it kind of fade out a bit, you know, overall, because their presence are not there like one time, you know. But yeah, I mean, Sizzler is good, Chronic is good, and then Cartel is really good. Too.
So like when you say Cartel, they are artists. What you think about Movado? What you think about Alkaline?
Them do them thing too, you know. Them do them thing too. But when you say favorism and you are listening to it and lyrically, you know, say you have more lyrics and when it comes to clash and you just start do your things, you know, it's more of a cartel thing, you know, and then kind of suppress now because of the whole situation. But if you know if it's not and I am to blame for that too and people because overall, you know, it's like this, you know, we all humans have that issue, the problem. When we're ready, if a lot of people sort of praise us and make me feel big, we just feel getaway and we don't have no control over ourselves. So you know, if you see when the people you know, they used to have this badge on him, and you know, at school people used to have a big pin him badge on the shirt and go to school, about a necklace on his neck and everything. So you know, they push him into a place where you know, him do some things we can discuss about it, but it reach to a point where he may not trouble and you know. But trust me, if he was not in that place, maybe it would have been differently. Maybe he might be one of the richest artists in the world. World level, we can't say Jamaican, overall we can say.
But the world boss ain't got it.
Yeah, the world boss, yes.
World boss, you know, Chris Gayle and the universe boss.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
the world boss, yeah.
As I mentioned, Chris Gayle. I know him is big in India
Yes,
as a cricketer,
yes,
but he's also an artist.
yeah.
He's also a dancing artist. How that working out for him down here?
India and West Indies have a much better connection than any other cricket team in the world. India is like this. If it's not them in the cup, West Indies are in the cup.
When's that going to come?
That's how they look on things.
Yeah.
From my days, you be see when West Indies and India play, it come in like nothing. Alright, it's a game, 1-1, alright, no problem. But when it comes to Pakistan or some other team, a different thing now. You know, say a war thing that,
Yeah,
you know,
war
it's like even if a man drop him ball, a different thing. And you know, it's a different game and thing. But overall, Chris Gayle, if you see, when it comes to India, people love him on a different level. Chris Gayle is loved. If you see, when Chris Gayle go to India, the way them treat him is not the normal levels. I don't think get them treatment there, Jamaica, I can tell you that.
No, that I don't.
Him not get it. Even if you see the, you know, overall from IPL, him thing gone up. Him love it over there too. Him prefer over there.
Then who
Trust me.
wouldn't?
Because guess
Treat
what?
it like royalty.
No man, it is true because him go to King's Palace. If you see all 20 man bodyguard him with the AK and this and that, and no normal thing, no regular man can go touch him up over there and talk to him. I do what them and you know Virat Kohli and them kind of close and them drive up and you know it's India big, you know, and they have a lot of places where you can go and look and you know when you have people loved, you know, where places you go where people are loved, you feel special and you feel good, you know.
Yeah.
So and him love Indian food and stuff too.
Yes.
For me, when we see him on Instagram, we see.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're watching
And there's a lot more things in like in India. We can't really talk about them.
Well, I think you can guess.
We can guess.
Yes. I can't do some troubles when you get that
Yeah,
sometimes.
like,
You can guess.
yeah, man. But him
Yeah,
talk too.
yeah.
Him talking and him say, boy, him love it over there.
Yes.
It's nice still because like I said to you, it's one of the reasons why I see even with me in business world, the success that I can be here today is because of the love people show me. Because you have to be in the community and you have to be a people person. That's so you can feel comfortable in anything you do to the community and do in the community. Even if you run a business, you have to feel comfortable.
Yes.
Because if you are in a place where you feel uncomfortable and you always doubt people and you don't trust people, you can't be in business.
True.
You get me? So when it comes to me, it's different. So I really have problems, We are right, sorry.
Mark, tell me something.
Yeah.
In this pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
how do you stay relevant? How do you keep business relevant and keep everything going, knowing that Jamaica is going through a rough time? The world, but your businesses are based here.
Mm-hmm. No, but this is the funny thing, Jamaica not get not even 20% of what some country get. Can't tell you that. In some other fields, Jamaica have been locked down for a year, like tourism. You understand that? A lot of craft market people, they trust me, they have to lock it down and if it's a jute tapos and everything gone, ground levels. You understand that? But the type of business we are in is everyday thing. It's a necessary. Because washing machine is a need, stove is a need, fridge is a need, TV is a need, they're made it. And lifestyle still have to go on with little perfume and cologne and
Yes, little knickknacks.
That have to go on. But as far as pandemic is concerned, the major thing what you have to understand is that when you get weak, you understand? And if you don't stand for certain things, you're going to get weaker. Just like when you get sick, if you don't take the right medication, you're going to get sick. But you can't complain saying you're sick and you're not going to take the medication. So just like when you're at work and you have a business to go on, if you don't try to strive and try to push a little harder, that's not going to survive. It's automatically going to drop. So we might have to put sale and we have to cut down a little profit and you have to try to see, but same time you have to make sure say your ends meet up with the rent and pay staff and because if you don't get up and do that and if you lock it down, or if you feel like say it gone down and not now, we have a saying at Jamaica say not now go on. If everybody go say that, even the staff they have to go home. And end of the day the same thing reach to them too. So we just have to keep it going. But pandemic it is a part of life, because we have had worse than this in other countries. Some countries crippled totally, where people are end up in a suicide mentality, and people are whole heap of things going bad for them, man. They're not reach Jamaica, we can tell them. Jamaica good certain ways still, and it have to come back now, so we are right,
Before the interview, I had a talk with you, and you mentioned something about a foundation.
Mm-hmm.
What is that foundation about?
Okay, I'm a kids person. We love kids overall, alright? And if you say kids are the most softest, I should say, unfortunate set of people in the world. Because all over the world, kids suffer the most. And a lot of people don't really see it on a levels where they don't understand. If they are a child, they would understand better. Because big people, everybody's going to understand certain things. Because we're too busy with our own lifestyle. But kids suffer the most all over the world.
When you say suffers, in what form?
A little while go on, kidnap away from go and stuff like that. Big people can go hide and do what they want to do. I take themselves where they want to go. Where a child is going to go. If somebody don't assist a child, they can't go. The child is sick, big people sick, people will get up and go to a doctor. Somebody have to carry a child to a doctor. So they are in need of help. And when big people can get up and help themselves, but a child can't help himself or help himself, big people have to get up and do that. So overall, if you see, when they say suffer, least little thing, even this corona time right now, if you see, it's easier for a kid to catch, but you have to keep them protected and because they are home based, so they are right now, but big people go on road and come home same way, it can happen to them. But when you say about this foundation overall, it is about um, social awareness. You see, just like what I said to you, I'm a people person, and I like people to understand their responsibility in the community and social life. Because we can't just get up every day and do the same regular every day and we go here and the next day same thing, go here and third day, fourth day. We can't just go on same day. But end of the day we not take up responsibility if say, what, somebody might be in need of help where we have the potential, but we might not have the mentality to help them. So mind is number one. We have to be mentally prepared to help somebody, especially kids, who are in need of it. So the foundation is all about the kids now. It's children's foundation. Build our children's hope foundation. Hope is everything, children is everything. Without children and hope, there's no future. So we have to build their hope from now. As simple as it can be even medication. A child might get sick and by the time get medication feel better and the hope feelings, is that okay, me experience something, yes. Same like weed, you take a one Panadol and be good man. Build our hope is a Panadol can help you. The same thing. So me can't say it's big, but it is big. Because when I say foundation, all my staff, my family, and I should say even my customers are a part of it, knowingly or unknowingly. They don't have to know that they are part of it. Because without the customers, I cannot be who I am and I cannot help people the way I can. So they are part of it too. So this is the foundation all about, Children's Foundation. We call build our Children's Hope Foundation. Yeah.
When was it started?
Around I should say around 3, 4, 5 years now. 4 to 5 years. The foundation, but we do before that, we have do these things before a long time, but we name it as foundation because I want people to understand that there's somebody or there's somewhere they can come and address their problems so they can come and help others because people trust me. You understand? As a businessman, I have a good reputation. People trust me, and even now we are working for a child, a 4-year-old child, Tuan. He's at Bustamante Hospital now.
Okay.
Yeah, they are checking for cancer, and he's doing his chemo from yesterday. I went and see him yesterday actually.
Oh, that's
yeah.
That's
I was
great.
there, and I saw Mr. Prime Minister over there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking for the same child?
No,
Okay.
he was in the hospital. He was passing through, and we see him in the hospital and stuff like that. So I was over there, and Minister of Health was there, and there was a group of people and media and everybody. So I went to see this child, and I saw him on Smile TV, Jamaica. It's not like they reached to me. I said, man, right there. And then we saw that he's in need of help and stuff like that. And sometimes, some people can't reach everywhere, but if you can reach to somebody and do what you can do, it gives you a little hope and it makes you feel a little better, So he is there. So that's what we are planning right now. If you see, we have it on Facebook, Instagram.
I think I saw it on Facebook. As I mentioned the name, I think I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah, and it's not hard to be me, because it can be somebody else who share it too, A lot of people are sharing. A lot of donations are coming into small, but it's still appreciated. And we have this month, whole of July month as Quran's month at Blingers to show, say, this month all the part proceedings of our sales will be going towards his treatment and stuff.
Oh,
yes. So even if you spend a little bit of that still goes with you. So we are trying to put things together in place to see how best we can assist and help the child.
Is there any other major stakeholders working with you on this?
No.
So it's just straight Blingers.
Yes.
Alright, back to the entertainment side of things. Is there any events that you have ever held?
Yeah, we did. I did throw 1 and 2 party long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did have one called Better the Better.
Waiter?
Better the Better.
Better the better. Is that beach party?
Beach party.
Okay.
We have I think 3 different times we did have it. And we had one called Therapy. And we had one called Lovers League. That are more like a country dance thing, like how we talk about.
Okay.
The Lovers League was at 9 Mile side, almost York Castle, we should say.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a really base of this. It was.
I know the part in York Castle.
York Castle. Before you reach a 9 Mile, you take past
the road is very small.
very small.
Very
and
small.
narrow.
Yes,
Yeah.
and narrow.
And trust me, it was really good. And even today, if you talk to like basically say, name and Dilinji or them say, you know, I throw the party again, the big party, you know, this, you know, they know the thing already. And it was nice over there actually, you know, and bring more people closer. It was like a community dance, and you know, it was them time are different. I mean, I talk about 13 or 14 years ago, you know, long
Okay,
time
okay,
thing, you know.
cool.
But after that, you know, the same thing like the music industry, same thing with party too and stuff like that. Too much, you know, bad mind thing come in and people start call up your name in a different things and you know, bigger heads. You know, I know people in a bigger field to then call me and tell me say be careful and so we just kinda ease up on that and stick to my business and do my thing, you know.
So that, are you saying no, that that is not something that Mark is going to be doing anytime soon again?
No.
Okay.
That's not my field anymore. I did that actually for fun, you know, actually for my customers and you know, when you do a thing, you know, you just have to try everything. He's a man who try everything. Sometimes you'll get up and start a security company. You know? And we did have a security company for true.
Yeah, very
Yeah. We did have a couple guards and armed and armed guards and everything. But you know, like I always say, some things it's better you leave it alone. You don't want to really draw too much attention. And you don't want people to feel like take over the whole place and do everything what you feel like.
People easy to say.
And it can affect you in a big way, you know.
Yes.
So you just have to sometimes you can't do. I mean, you know, it's nothing wrong to be craving, you know, in a certain field, but you can't do craving a certain things where people it's going to affect other people. When it start to affect other people, it's going to affect you eventually, one day or
Yes,
another.
yes.
You know, but it will affect you. Just like when we tell you knowingly, it is going to happen. So sometimes you have to just leave it on his back a bit and just focus on the right thing and know what you do. You're good, you know? Yeah.
So in terms of artists, is there any artist that you have ever backed and are sponsored in a way?
Not really.
Not really.
But I have sponsored a lot of events.
Well,
Not an artist itself, but events. If you see in a lot of parties, because one time if you see most parties from this side, that is St. Anne, St. Mary, every party flyers used to have bring us to reaction as a part of it. I don't give them permission, they don't ask me, they do it. Because you know, once we go, you know, the support is in need, and we go support the party and we do a little thing. And you see, like I said to you, see, if it's like this, they see that you are a community-based person and you do things in the community. They don't have to ask you, you know, they can just tell your name and they can say, no, yeah man, put this name on it and do your thing, you know. So we had, but not like a DJ or you know, like an artist or whatever it is, you know, like that. But events, yes, I've done events.
well, I'm part of an entity, SDC. Yes.
Social Development Commission.
Right.
Yes.
I work along with them in terms of development of communities in and around OTS. And so I can testify that you have been active because on several of these events that the community and SDCs have worked along with, you have been sponsoring as well.
I was going
right?
to tell you, you know,
Yes.
but true, like how you mentioned it, I just remember. Because there's a lot of things I have done, because I've got a lot of letters. That's why when you say ADC, I know who they are.
Yes.
Because I got a lot of letters from them, and we have done a lot of, especially on the countryside, you know that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Claremont, go up and
Yes.
thing, you know. That is
Me
true.
carry somebody that then come drop off.
Oh, okay. I never know. I never
Because
know.
I am one of the person on the ground organizing the yearly tree lighting
Tree lighting up.
ceremony down
Yes, okay.
at the clock.
Okay.
Yes, so you know, along with the municipal corporation.
Okay.
It's a joint venture
Okay.
because it's a business fair.
Yes.
So even prizes that we give away at the business fair, some of the prizes is being sponsored by you.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you know, as I said, I can testify that you're really doing a good job in terms
Thank
of
you.
sponsoring the needs of the people in general. When it comes down to events and other things, I know you're relating to us about your foundation,
Yes.
right? Yeah. So that is great. That is wonderful. You understand? And I guess that's why people in and around Ochuis, you know, adore you so much.
Yeah, man.
You understand? You know, but watch the negatives. I can tell you, on the ground, you are adored.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's wonderful.
it's like I said to you, it's where we come from and how we start my life, and I have a lot to do with these things, you know. Because you know, it's not like it's a heritage thing. Inherit anything from my great grandfathers or whatever it is. Because my father was like a regular peon. In India, when you say peon, so it's a regular person in the office. He's the lowest ranked person in India actually.
Okay.
Just like to go buy tea or manage files and stuff like that. So we know we come from a one bedroom family, and we know how we grow. It was four of us, me, my mother, my father, Mike. Everybody know Mike Blingers. And four of we actually grew in one little house and stuff like that. So we know the struggles. So once you come certain place and through you reach certain place, you still have to remember your old days. I mean, nowadays things have changed, but when it comes to the older generation, like 70s, 80s kids, they don't forget the old things. Because we were more happy that time, actually.
Definitely.
We don't need no iPad and phone and none of them, something we are really happy. And things used to be transparent, normal. Nowadays, even the kids, them you have to try to understand what they might think and why in their mind. But them time, they just looking at our face, you feel like you like to tell a lie.
Yes.
They can easily catch and buy you. So it's more different. So you have to do things, when people are build you have to build back people, and when community are grow you have to build back some of the community. And if not, you cannot be a business person. To me, I have a saying to myself: you come to my store and buy a bottle of water. I will suggest you 3 different bottles of water, 3 different brands. I will suggest you the best one, because best one is what I want. But it's your decision. You spend the money, so it's your decision how you want to spend your money. But my suggestion will be for the best one. So sometimes people understand the transparency that we have in business, and they understand what I'm trying to tell them. Because the trust is the most important issue. And in Jamaica, it is one of the biggest things. One day I try studying.
What if my reading?
Whenever I try studying, we feel like someone studying me. In push that for me, that kind of way. So you have to have good reputation first, but you can tell people what they can buy and how they can buy. So they understand and know who you are, then you can suggest to them, then they will go for the top. A lot of people come in and say, man, I listen to you, no, Mark, anything you say, this pack up thing, no, man, them just buy it and go on. Because they trust, So, like sell things, but me not want to use it. So inferior things become you want to make a sale. No, because you have to have a good reputation. And business is about the quality. And selling and helping with a small profit. It's not about the sell things. Everybody can sell. People can't road can't sell it. Everybody sell it. It's not about sell. Things will sell if it has to sell it, about sell. But you have to sell with and you have to be an expert advisor. If you're not an advisor, you can't sell things. It's like you go to a car mart, you don't know what to buy, which car to buy, but you know how much money you have in your pocket. That's all you know, but you don't know. Sometimes you listen to people and say, oh, this good enough, that good enough. But when you go, you see a next car, and when the man tell you futures about the car, you gravitate to the car. So the whole thought what you have just gone, So it's the same way. Everywhere you go, you have to do that in business. That's one of the good things in business. You can survive. If not, you can't be in business.
True. Yeah. So, Mark, as a mastermind behind some of the most successful businesses, what are your words to young entrepreneurs coming up?
Okay, you see, we all have different mind and we have our different interests. And one of the greatest thing that my personal advice and what I apply to my own self is what I can advise them and tell them how it went. Is you have to put your heart in everything you do. You have to be truthful to yourself first. None of you can be truthful to everything. But something that is important in your life, you have to be truthful to yourself. If you tell a lie to yourself every time, you can't be who you want to be. There's no way, or you can't become successful because you're a liar to yourself. Say you're a liar. So sometimes, simple example things. So it's a TV that come back. You can tell the customer it's a used TV.
Yes.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
Tell the customer it's a used TV, but you want to tell a lie to the customer. That day, tell a lie to yourself because that same TV can come back again. But when the customer say use TV, he may expect it to have a problem,
Yes.
or he might take it on his own risk and buy it.
Yes.
So when he come back, there's no talk away, boy, true, you know, man, we have a problem again. No problem, just put some more money and buy the new one and then, man. But you sell him as a new TV because because end of the day, you are running your store on base of life. Just like store, you're going to run your life on base of life. Every time you tell a lie to yourself, you're not going to reach nowhere. That's number one. Two, you have to put your heart in everything. Just like a cook. If you don't put your heart and if you not season everything and this and that, the food not going to taste
Food
good.
not taste good.
It not taste good. It's just not because you get up and cook. You know, you have to put your, just like a music. You know, if you not sing through your heart and in your mind, and if you not put yourself in it, that's what most of the artists we see when they get involved in and you can see the way they sing, you know, you can see it in their face, yeah man, you know. But if you just want to sing, you can't go nowhere there.
Yeah,
So, yeah, mind is number one, heart is number one, yeah, interest is a lot. You know, you have to put everything. It's like full 100 in it. Don't expect anything and do anything. Expectations cut down a lot of things, especially success. And go further in life. It can be anything. Expectations are the worst thing. Because I can expect something from you, but you don't have that in you. But end of the day, my expectations is when you let me down.
Too high for the person.
Too high for the person.
Right.
So you expect too much, which is just not necessary. Just leave it to time to see if that person has that in him. Just like staff. When they come with one bag of resume, me and one person, you know, me no look on resume. Me no look on resume. You know? Where you used to work? I used to work at a bar. What a bar girl who used to work at a bar can do in a jewelry store. You get me? And so it's like, but you look on her potential and say, how she talk? She's talkative. You know, how she talk, man. You know, so me feel like she will talk a lot, you know. But you know, so you have to do a lot of talking for sales.
Yes, yes.
Not because you used to work in a bar, no, you now get employed in a jewelry store. No, you can give her a chance. And say, I'll give her a chance, but I said, I don't expect her to do the best. I can take a chance and see if she do good,
see what time
good
does.
No problem, you know. So it's the same thing. So it's a small example, you know. So you can't expect certain things from people. You just know you and just do you. End of the day, you just have to let things to fall in place. But you have to have leadership and try to, you know, hold back things. You know what is right and what is wrong and what you want in your place. Then you will be successful. But a lot of people come to my store, even other Indians and come to my store and say, oh, you do it. How is that you alone can wear it? You know? So me tell them, say, listen, if the bottle has to stay, so you know. If these two bottles have to stay, so and if a customer pass and you see the brand, if my staff put the bottle, so me call him and say, yo, put the bottle straight. So if you walk in a store, from all the brandings, all the setup, everything has to look unique and it has to look arranged, organized, disciplined. Things will run in place, you know. And you have to tell your staff to play the game. You can't be the coach and tell them to pass the ball and mix it because you don't know what capacity this person and from what that person don't have. So you give everybody the chance to play the ball and you know, and after they win the cup. That's how it is in the board. You want to win the game. I mean, I have some rules and regulations. Say, oh, you have to sweep on, you have to wipe on, you have to that, you have to sell, you have to lift on. Everybody get involved in this. I own the store, but I run the store.
Yes, team effort.
Yeah. So them have to know that, you know, the store has a certain reputation, the type of boss them I work with, you know, the type of leader they have in front of them. Don't let me down. You go up on the road, you have to know to be. You stand up in front of the customer, I show them life, you know. So you have to sometimes you pinch their mind and get the real goodness out of them, you know. They don't even know what their capacity is, not for them. I mean, they come, they change a lot, you know. And when they go out, they speak about it and tell me, sir, remember the days and why this and that. I say, everything good, don't worry, it's good. I'm glad you realize and, you know your faults and you will lift up yourself, you know.
Yeah.
So you go. So you have to bring these things out of people and, you know, make the people them who them be and show them their potential.
Right, definitely. Well, you heard it from Mark Blingers. Mark,
Yeah.
I tell you something. That reason was cool. For real.
Yeah, man.
You understand? He's a real, genuine person, and you have made your parents and your family overall proud. You have made a lot of people, wherever your business are so proud, and I know you make them day on a daily basis. People coming to you can't afford the things they actually come for, but somehow you make it work. You understand? And along with your foundation, I wish that would really, really well. Understand? And thanks for reaching out to my Jamaican people.
Yes.
Our Jamaican. Yeah, our Jamaican people. Because right now you're Jamaican. Long time.
20 years now.
Yes. Yeah, get that. Mark Jamaican.
Yeah.
Good. Alright. And just keep on doing the great work that you have been doing. Understand? And I look forward into whatever new business or business ideas or whatever.
I have a lot of business ideas, but we're not ready to put out them yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I also look forward to come to your store to check you again on some sponsorship thing. Yes.
As long as something to do with good enough, we don't have a problem,
Yeah.
Because people call me every day. Every day people call me and people talk to me, and when I see it's they really have a need, I try my best. And go for the person who are really need of it.
Yes.
You can't just somebody call you and they just want sponsor for this, sponsor for that, because everything you can sponsor,
Yes, no.
You have to sponsor for something
Yes.
you need, and
Yes.
it makes an impact on somebody's life.
Definitely important. Impact.
If not, it's like you waste your time.
Yeah.
It's sometimes you sponsor not because you want to sponsor something and you want to reach. It has to make an impact. It has to help somebody.
Yes.
Then you're good,
Yeah.
But we'll always be on the board, As I said to you, it's a community-based store. I'm highly involved in community, and we love my people there. My father loved you so. Tell you this, a short story. My father, when I go in there, I took 6 months trip for him. The first 3 weeks time, when we ready for left we're supposed to left in there 4 weeks time. My father begs and sit down and we go to him and say, Mamti Papa, everybody name us Papa, the whole center. Mamti Papa, he looks so. When we are go back?
No.
When we are go back, my brother say, go back where? I say, Papa, you have to stay with which part? I say, no man. And we can tell you, we can knock and tell you this. Him say, black people respect me more than myself. And that's how we love. Yeah. And trust me, him love your son. Him never like it over there, he love your son. With me, same thing now, we can't go back. Feel so. If it's not my mother, it's the only person over there. If it's not my mother, we don't like go back over there. So if me go back, even when we come back here, son, as soon as we go under the shower, the water is just different.
Yes, completely different.
The food is different, water is different, it's nice. It's a more healthy place.
Yes.
We can tell you that. It's a more healthy place and more rich. Jamaica rich. And money wise matter.
Yes.
Every day it's rich.
Culture and everything. Yeah.
Everything is rich. It is just that people need to understand this better and make use of it. Yeah.
Yes, Two Faces of Music. You heard it in Mark's way. Mark opinion and all the things that we talk about. Trust me, real, true, genuine man. Mark, thank you again for passing through on Two Faces of Music.
That's
right. And we wish to have you again whenever you want to do an interview to, tell us something new. No problem, we're right here. We're always ready and with it. Right? So remember people to subscribe, like, comment, and we thank you once more for tuning in. Big up to Magnus Productions, big up to Wita the Legend, and big up to my family, big up Amadulis, and to everyone, stay safe, stay strong, stay focused. Peace. We're out.